In this video, I'm covering how I got my first ever hot girlfriend. In fact, first ever girlfriend. Just a few months before getting this girl, I was a complete virgin, and I'm going to tell you what things did I text her, how did I meet this girl, how did I take her on a date, what things did I do on the date, how many times or many dates it took to actually end up clapping and making her my girlfriend. I'm going to share everything with you in this video, including the first date experience that she started crying out of nowhere. We are going to cover everything, the reasons why, what did I do wrong, and what did I do right. Now, as you know, this channel is not theory, it's based on pure raw experience. All of my videos are raw talks, because 2 years ago I was a hopeless virgin, and now 2 years later I have gone on 405 different dates with 201 different girls, and of course I have proof of all of this. I have clapped 53 of these girls, and this is the episode number 4 of the series. So subscribe, and yeah, you're going to see more of these episodes sharing my raw experience. This girl, how did I meet this particular girl? I was with my friends, with my wings, right? Approaching girls in the shopping mall. Was I going to the shopping mall to buy some stuff? No, I was only going to the shopping mall in Poland to approach girls there. And this particular girl, I saw her, is the 3 of my friends, okay? So it's, well, 2 of my friends and myself, 3 of us, we are going down in the electric stairs, the electric ladder, and she was going up, right? So basically when I'm going down, I just look at her, she's going up, and I see, okay, this girl is hot, this girl is attractive. So I'm still going down, right? And she's still going up. So I'm thinking, should I come back and approach her? Like, it's going to take me minutes to find her. I'm not sure if I'm going to find her. I'm with my friends now. I decided, let's approach this girl. So basically I changed the stairs. I go into the stairs that go up. I try to move in between the multitude. Then I go up and I look around. What is she? What is she? I could not find her. There were 2 options. She was going to the right or she was going to the left. So basically I have this corazonada, which is a word in Spanish. Basically means it's like 50-50 of a chance. I feel like she's going this way. So basically I went to the left. So I start running to the left, and then after like 20 seconds of running, I see her and at the end of the hallway. So basically, yes, this is the girl that I saw in the stairs. This is the one. So basically I go up to her, I approach her, I do the usual north approaching routine, which by the way you have fully for free, first link on the description. I get her contact, and here we are going to cover what happens when I have her number. So basically I send her my name, then I tell her, hello Polish miss that has been to Spain and has soft hands, and then she says, hello Spanish boy who likes Polish taxes. Right, so the first message that I send, and this I talk about in many of the other episodes, is just like a personalized line based on what we have talked about in the conversation with the girl. In this case, he told me that has been to Spain, which is my country, and you know, has soft hands, because when I shake her hands, it was like very soft hands, right? It says, hello Spanish boy who likes Polish taxes. And then, about 20-30 minutes later, I sent her a photo of my apartment, just cooking some meat, some steak, and some eggs with some milk. So basically I say, eating some good Polish protein, what are you doing? The reason why I'm sending this picture is I don't want just to start interview mode, just like question. I prefer to send something first, usually an image, so I'm giving her things to comment on, right? So it's going to make the conversation more fluent, and it's kind of less needy, as opposed to if I was just asking questions, right? Then she says, nice, do you like Polish food? And then she tells me, I came back from university and I'm going to learn from tomorrow's test. So I say, by the way, here I make another assumption instead of asking a question, and I say, I picture you with glasses in front of the screen like a studious girl, okay? And then I tell her I haven't tried yet traditional homemade food, right? So as you can see here, I'm going to be very straight here, and I'm going to go to the date request pretty quickly. Next thing she says, actually I don't wear glasses, but it looks similar to your description. Okay, I understand, one day you have to try it. I say, about to start some meetings now, I will text you tomorrow. This is a line that I use with many girls, because it seems like she's your girlfriend already. Like, you are telling her you're going to do this, and then the next day you are going to text her, or I'm about to drive now, I will text you later, okay? Now, be careful with this line and the type of girl that you are going to send this line to, because if you are sending this to like a really experienced girl, party girl that is, you know, just bombarded with validation every day, then sending these type of things, it looks like, why are you telling me this? Like, I don't care, right? That's what probably she would be thinking. But when you're dealing with like more feminine, more sweet, submissive, soft girls, these things work, okay?
Nice.
This girl, by the way, inexperienced completely, not a single boyfriend before, not a single kiss before, and we are going to cover what happened on the first date with me now. And also she's from a village, a small village, right? So no Tinder, no dating apps, not used to male attention at all. So yes, she says, great, and we're meeting successful, whatever. Next day, I sent her a photo of me working out in the gym, and then I told her, finish polish training now. What days are you free for a drink in the center? And then, keep in mind, gentlemen, that I was having other dates on this trip, which, by the way, this full trip, I uploaded a daily vlog on my YouTube channel. I think it was actually my first ever videos of day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I was uploading a daily video in Krakow, Poland, on how I was trying to, getting laid with these girls, basically. So, as I was commenting on those videos, I was going on many different dates with different girls. So, I was trying to fit this girl in my schedule. And I told her, I can't today Thursday, I have some meetings, but on Friday or the weekend should work for me. And then she asked me, where is your gym you train? And then she says, it's a little bit complicated. Now I'm coming back my family home. I'm not from Krakow. I only studied here. So basically, this conversation continues going for many weeks until we meet. So I'm going to make a summary. Otherwise, this video is going to be hours long. By the way, let me know in the comments if you would rather me making like actual 40, 50, 70 minute long videos explaining every single detail, or if you would like me to make a summarized version as I am doing now. By the way, this summarized version is still pretty detailed. So basically what happens now is I'm leaving Krakow now, and I don't have any time to meet her because she says she's not from Krakow, so she's on her hometown and she's not going to come back anytime soon. So basically I go back to Madrid, okay, which is my city in Spain, and basically we kind of continue texting for a bit, and at some point I just stopped texting. Why? Because I was not planning to return to Krakow anytime soon, so like why should I just bother? If I'm not moving things forward into the progression, into the date, what's the point? So I stopped texting. Yeah, so a few days later, she follows up the next day, sends me a second picture. So basically, she's like trying to get my attention back. And again, for me, it didn't make any sense to continue the conversation because I'm not thinking of meeting her, as I'm not going to go back to Krakow, right? And at some point, we start having a call. And on the 16th of December, she says, that's so cool, yesterday was a day to do. And then I don't reply. And 3 days later, hello, how is everything going? So basically, when a girl is this soft, this feminine, this sweet, and she's pretty much just following up with me, for me it's like a big opportunity, right? So I want to exercise on this opportunity, meaning I want to make the most out of it. Basically, I end up booking another trip to Krakow, not just because of this girl, but actually because I had another unfinished business with other girls in Krakow as well. So I go back to Krakow, and on January, I tell her, I have some things to do this week in Krakow. Let me know what days you're free in this afternoon or evening, and let's see if we can make it happen. And she says, okay, I'm in Krakow till Friday. I say, let me know if you're free tomorrow, Wednesday at 5. Yes, I'm free. Okay, I will send you the location. I send the link. Okay, I will be there at 5. Then, by the way, just to confirm the date, I never say on the same day of the date. I never say, by the way, are you still coming? Blah, 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 because that looks needy. So basically, I just send her a photo of that day in the same morning. We were meeting at 5. So basically, at 2:30 p.m., I tell her, first proper meal back at the Krakow apartment. And I send her a picture of that meal, okay? I'm not asking her, are you coming to the date? Nothing, right? It's just, just a window to my life. And if she replies to that, that means she's implicitly confirming that she's coming to the date, okay? Okay, arriving in 3 minutes, I tell her at 6 p.m. and then she tells me I am home. So this is after the date. We meet at 6 p.m. and she arrived home at 8:43 p.m. So basically, what ended up happening is we spent about, 2 hours together. We go to this bar, to this venue. And by the way, I picked the venue before seeing her, right? Because I wanted it to be like a cozy place that has privacy, but also is a bit bright and it's not like very secluded or private, right? So it's like a combination of things that there is some people around, but it feels like a small bubble when you're with the girl close to you, right? So basically, she sits across from the table to me, and she's like this, right? All the time, like this in the table. So basically, she's showing me all of this intent. And yeah, yes, attraction. So basically, at some point, I make her sit close to me, and I go for the kiss, and she starts crying, and she says how she never thought this was going to be possible for her. All of her girlfriends have boyfriends, and this and that, but no one ever showed her attention. Gents, by the way, gentlemen, this girl is hot, okay? Super soft, nice, insane body that I have posted about on my Twitter page, on my X page. By the way, I will tell you, go check it out, but I post so many different girls that you're probably not going to find out which one is it. But it's the one that is like on the mini golf, basically. She's just playing on the mini golf there. But yeah, so I try to kiss her, and she's crying. I never thought a man would try to kiss me, and she's very hot, right? So yeah, basically we end up kissing, and she's like so soft, so sweet, so feminine. And I always go for the pull, trying to pull them home, but I didn't manage to do it this time. I mean, I tried for it, but she was like, no, please, not today. So basically, at some point, I don't push anymore, right? It's okay to push to see if there is like some small resistance, but if it's actually real resistance, like don't go over that, because in that case, you're going to look needy, right? So yeah, I tried to pull her home, I couldn't, and then I told her, okay, text me when you get home. And she texted me, I'm home, and I say, perfect, miss, and it says, thank you. Now, as you can see, the next day, or well, that same night, I say, we'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Sarah store, okay? Now, this is something that I don't usually recommend, just going for the date request the same day that you just met her. This looks needy. But in this particular scenario, we already talked in the date that she wanted to see me again, that we are going to make a plan, we are going to cook together the next day. So it was already confirmed on the date. On the time we were talking in person, we said that. So basically I told her, okay, let me check meetings and I will confirm to you in a couple of hours if I can meet you tomorrow at 2 p.m. You see how the frame changes? Because I am the one in the position of power telling her when I'm going to be free so we can, right? So then it says maybe for like 14:15, so basically 2:15. I finish work at 3, but I always take more time. Okay, I said, are you arriving this time? And then she says, yes, I'm in train. And she said that at 3 p.m., right? Well, no, not 3 p.m., sorry, at 2 p.m. because there is 1 hour difference here. So, yeah, basically she arrived to the place, and this date was 4 or 5 hours date, and she ended up, you know, coming home, because that's pretty much what we said. We went to the grocery store, we bought some food, and I pulled her home. Now, what happened on our second date? I'm not sure what things can I say on YouTube, but clapping didn't happen on the second date, okay? All that happened on the second date was she came over, and there were some, you know, movements like this, if you know what I mean. And I relax.
Yeah, boy.
Anyways, there was like some obvious escalation, physical escalation that I always take all of the girls through. By the way, you can have like the North system for free. You can check it out there. But yeah, I couldn't get it to the full clapping. So the next day, which was, by the way, as you can see here, there are 4 stars. She says, I'm home, and she says 4 stars. What is she doing? Like, is he ranking me? Is he ranking my Johnson, my Norcerino?
Wow.
No, she's not ranking that. She's ranking the taxi, because I told her, when you get home, tell me you have gotten home and tell me how many stars I give to the Uber driver. And then she says 4 stars.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Of course, I give the Uber driver 5 stars because I'm not going to ruin everyone's business. So even if she says 4 stars, I always give them 5 stars. Okay? And it says, can I get our picture? Because we took pictures in the sofa. So I said, perfect. I gave him 4 stars. I lied. I gave him 5. And then I sent her our pictures. Thank you. This one is better. And then again, what time are you leaving Krakow tomorrow? Maybe this time. Sounds good. I will text you tomorrow morning and let you know when can we meet. Me and my friends still need to organize a few things. You see, I'm always the one saying when I'm going to be free. This girl, I met her on a first date, the next date, second date, the next day, second date, and the next day, third date. So 3 dates on a row. Okay? This is not normal at all. Okay? This is not common at all. But when you have like a very soft, sweet, feminine girl that, you know, things are different, gentlemen. Things are different. Things just flow differently. And can we meet tomorrow? Like, that's the difference, gentlemen. So, okay, so if you won't have time to meet, I'll buy a ticket. If you will be free, I will stay. So basically, she's literally telling me, and let this information register in your brain, gentlemen. She's literally telling me, I'm not going to be home, or I'm not going to go home with my family if you stay. We met a few days ago. You see the power of cold approach and doing the right things when you talk to girls, to really hot, feminine, sweet, wife material girls. It's insane, right? This was my first actual experience when I was starting to get good at this thing with a true nice girl, okay? So she's telling me, I'm not going to go home if you meet me, right? So basically, and then she says, now I want to wish you a good night. Said, don't get a ticket, I will have time to meet. Boom! Confident. Of course I'm going to meet her. And I said, sleep well. And says, oh, that's very nice. Let me know when you have free time. I'm showing my friend around the city. We will have lunch. I'll meet you in the afternoon. How is your day going? Boom. Simple. Well, really, that's so nice. I'm happy. Let me know later what time we can meet. Everything is going well. I'm coming back from work now. Want to eat something? I'm hungry. Later, I'll learn my 600 questions of the test. And afternoon, I'm meeting with you. Thanks that you asked. 5 p.m. works. Let's meet at this place. Good to know. How was the food? And then I sent her a picture that I bought this Nutella for her. Okay, I'm seeding the pool that I'm going to pull her home. And then she sends me photos of the Polish food that she ate. Thank you, but I already get too much from you. Because I gave her a gift, by the way, that I teach like in the North dating system. I have them particular strategic gifts that I give to all of these different girls, so they start building connection with you and they want to keep you around, right? Anyways, okay, arriving in 7 minutes, I'm home, boom. She sends me as you can see, we met like at 5 p.m. and then she says, I'm home. So basically like we were together like for 6 hours and then sends me a picture that I found, this earring thing that she lost. In this time, there was the clapping. Finally here I clapped her. Now, with this girl, as you know, I don't know what words I can say here, but fully inexperienced, never kissed, never done anything. So basically, the clapping wasn't good, but there were some logistical issues, but I counted in because almost, you get my point, gentlemen. Anyways, that's pretty much the story. From that point on, like things with this girl is just, if before she had an attraction and interest with all of the things that we did and how we set everything out, like after this, things completely changed. So, gentlemen, I hope you found this video useful. Let me know, please, in the comments if you want me to make more of these videos. Otherwise, if no one is commenting on this takes time for me to prepare. I bet there are not many guys that have a YouTube channel and have all of these stories with so many different girls in the last 2 years, alright? If you have stories from other guys, they probably clapped these girls like 10 years ago when TikTok wasn't a thing. Things have changed completely. I'm the one, probably on YouTube, maybe I don't want to say things that I don't know, but very likely I'm the one that has the most experience with girls in the last 2 years and is documenting, reporting, and has all the proof. So let me know if you want me to continue making these videos. You have the free North system for free again. First link description. Lovely to have you here, gentlemen. See you soon in the next video. Subscribe. Take care.